Right, so I've had a request for "Oh for a Horse with Wings" from Imogen's monologue from Cymbeline. Now I'm going to read it for you today as part of my 30 Days of Shakespeare. I might do a monologue breakdown on this one in the future, but again, I'm not sure when I would get to that. So let me know if that's something that you would find useful. And I'll talk briefly after the reading about kind of what I see in it. I'm going to jump straight in today. Let's see how I go. Oh, for a horse with wings! Here's thou, Bassanio. He is at Milford Haven. Read, and tell me how far 'tis thither. If one of mean affairs may plot it in a week, why may not I glide it thither in a day? Then true Bassanio, who longs like me to see thy lord, who longs, oh, let me bait, but not like me, yet longs, but in a fainter kind. Oh, not like me, for mine's beyond. Say and speak thick. Love's counsellor should fill the bores of hearing to the smothering of the sense. How far it is to this same blessed Milford, and by the way, tell me how Wales was made so happy as to inherit such a haven. But first of all, how we may steal from hence, and for the gap that we shall make in time from our hence going and our return to excuse. But first, how to get hence. Why should excuse be born or e'er begot? We'll talk of that hereafter. Prithee speak, how many score of miles may we well ride twixt hour and hour? So I probably should have done a vocal warm-up for that. So that's your first tip as an actor, is do a vocal warm-up, particularly focusing on articulation, because she's super excited. This monologue, so the way I think of it is this is sort of like when Juliet speaks to the nurse, and is it the clock struck 9? I think it's that one, might be another one. And she's just like, she's super excited. She's like, answer me in a word. That's the vibe that I get here. And I like Imogen as a character, because I think she has those moments, but she can be performed in a lot of different ways. There's maybe more options to her and maybe more complexity than Juliet. Juliet has a wonderful dramatic arc, and then she does develop as a character so well, so you see a lot in her, whereas Imogen is complex and just intriguing and interesting, and depends a lot on the production as to how she is played. But the good thing about this monologue, I think, is that it's pretty straightforward in that she's definitely excited. She's kind of talking around about in circles. She's not letting Bassanio interrupt. So that's something that you need to think about, is that you having to like cut in on Bassanio and not let him or her interrupt you. Imagining that a person is trying to interrupt you can help, or if you've got a scene study partner that you can work with, get them to actually try and interrupt you, and that will give you the sense of how to deliver it with that energy. Probably one of the things that you would struggle with, which I don't know, I'll have to watch it back, but I can imagine that I struggled with then, is making sure that there's variety and development throughout the monologue, because it's really just it's all kind of the same vibe throughout. So you do have to make sure that there's some nuance in it and that it goes somewhere. Because I reckon that's the biggest problem I see with almost every audition monologue. I mean, contemporary as well. And so I have the same problem as an actor. It needs to go somewhere. So how do you make the person who's speaking different at the end than they were at the beginning? That's always a good question to ask yourself. And that's it from me for today. Let me know your thoughts and your questions and your comments, all those sorts of things, because it helps engage other actors who are working on this stuff. And that's it. I think I said that already. See you in the next video.